well. I thought I would do a roundup video of, well, 2019. It really hasn't been a very good year for me. Let's be honest, it's been suckish. Big Star, suckish. Yeah, I've kind of mentioned it in other videos. I've lost jobs, I've had job opportunities not come through, you name it, it has happened to me. I've been in court, I nearly lost my house, I'm in debt, I've had bailiffs around, you name it, we've been there. Car broken, no money to fix it. Yeah, it's been pleasurable, beyond belief. Oh, 2 breakups of relationships as well, which has been brilliant. So without going on too much detail, I just thought I would do my 6 main lessons that I have learned in 2019. So the first lesson I have learned is kitchen appliances really do not like me. Steadily through this year, I have managed to break every single appliance in my kitchen. It's great, you know, 1 a year is bad enough, but I've had 4 break on me this year. So I had my fridge freezer break, which was just a normal, like, standard fridge freezer which you have for your family. Luckily I was lent one, or given one, thank you so much, but it's very small, but it will do for now. Then my tumble dryer broke. That couldn't be fixed, so I had to buy a new one, and I'm very grateful. It's a lovely tumble dryer, thank you very much. Then my washing machine broke. I had that fixed, that was fixable, but still, it's like I have no money, I have no job, I have hardly any income coming in. Thank you. Oh, and then on Boxing Day, my oven broke. I don't know if I can afford to have this fixed, or it is going to get fixed, but I decided that every kitchen appliance hates me. Yeah, maybe I should just eat out all the time. If I had the money, maybe that would be the solution. Oh, and my car also hates me, but you kind of already knew that from previous videos. So that was lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is less is more, and I'm referring to animals. So I, again, have talked about this in a previous video. I had this dream of doing a lot of work with children, with animals, and business ideas of doing lectures and demonstrations with horses and all this, and I tried to like build my little empire. So at the beginning of the year I had 10 animals. I have since decided this is not my calling. I even had an idea of fostering dogs and doing all things like this and retraining, and I was gutted, as you've probably seen in my previous videos, that this wasn't working out, and I had to, especially since business collapsed, I had to sell the horses and find them new homes. Now I have completely changed my mind. Less is more. So I went from 10 animals at the beginning of the year down to now 5, and 2 of them are actually my pets. So Fred and Scampy are mine. Fred is my horse. Again, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to keep him for. I can't really afford, but I'm hoping that I'm going to go back to work very soon, and that will kind of tip the balance and we'll be okay. Scampy is my beagle, and you've probably seen him in other videos. We still have a little cat. Not sure who owns the cat. I will never own a cat again, but I'm, you know, we've had her since she was a kitten. She's awesome, she can stay. We have a budgie still. Again, I would never own a bird again, but he's fine, he's happy. His partner, his brother, unfortunately passed away, so we've just got the one budgie now. And we've also got my daughter's dog Millie, which is the spotty one you've probably seen in my video. So that's who's here now. I rehomed 2 ponies, and I also sold a horse. We also had 2 guinea pigs, and they've gone now. And I have to say, I'm actually really enjoying the cut down in the animal sections of my life. So that was a lesson learned, and I'm not doing that again. And I think the dreams of having lots of animals has definitely changed. I think that's someone else's dream, not mine. So that's that. The other thing I have learned as well is online dating is not for me. I thought at first that the attention was good fun and stuff, and then I actually went on some dates, and yeah, it's not for me at all. But then I haven't had the best year when it comes to relationships. I have completely changed the way I am thinking about my life now. I am very happy to be single, and I am not looking for any type of romantic partner or anything like that anymore. And the reason for things like this is because I realised how unhappy I am. And ever since I was young, I had this idea in my head, damn you Disney, that I had to find someone and build a life with them, have children, you know, that whole beautiful kind of fairy tale in my head of how my life should be. That has worked with for my friends, but for me, it hasn't worked, and that's absolutely fine. In fact, I'm over the moon because I have decided that my happiness is my responsibility. Yeah, and that's kind of, I'll kind of go into that because that's another one of my lessons I have learned a little bit further on in this video. The next lesson I have learned is broken hearts suck. They hurt. They really hurt. So like I say, I've had 2 breakups this year. One right at the beginning of the year. Funny enough, I knew that the relationship wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't happy. I didn't like him or love him in the way I should do. And I was thinking of ending the relationship. It turns out that there was a bit of a crowd control issue that I hadn't realised was already there. And I don't share my toys. So that was the end of that quite nicely. Apparently, he had been spending half the week with me and the other half with her, so she can keep him. I don't want that at all. Ew. And then I tried my online dating. I met someone else, and I thought I'd met the man of my dreams, and that this was going to last forever, and this was the man that I was spending the rest of my life with. Unfortunately, because of everything that had been happening in my life and the build-up of all the mess and just the unhappiness and the fact that I'm not happy with my life, it just put too much pressure on our relationship. And this leads nicely into my next lesson that I learned, which is texting kills relationships. It really does. Texting is brilliant for if you want to say, can you pick me up a pint of milk? I'm running 5 minutes late. Can you pick me up bread? Brilliant. Little text saying I love you. Perfect. Beautiful. Heart-to-heart conversations are not to be had by text because it will get completely misunderstood, completely misread, and then you end up single. For example, when you throw like me, when I lashed out because of everything that had been happening, let me think, car crash, house being repossessed, you name it, has happened this year. So I was in a car crash, I whacked my head, I had a head injury, I nearly lost my house, I've had bailiffs round, I've been in court because of nearly losing my house, and I've just had one thing after another. And I was so unhappy with life, and because this isn't the first time these kind of things have happened to me, this has been going on and on and on for years and years and years, and I'm tired of it. And I lashed out at him, and I can completely understand why he misread my text and thought I was ending our relationship. Looking back, I get it completely. But in our last text message, he made it very clear that he just wanted to be left alone, which is completely understandable. So that kind of ended that, which was a shame because, like I say, I thought I had met the man I was spending the rest of my life with, but because our relationship had turned into a texting one, it got killed, which is a shame. But it brings me nicely into the last little bit. My last lesson of this year is I'm the only person that can make me happy. And that is my goal for 2020. I have got so much debt and so much unhappiness in my life at the moment. I'm just not me. I'm normally such a positive person and so cheerful and happy and fun and, you know, laughing. And now I just spend most of my time crying, as you can tell, because it's so unfair. I am so tired of wondering how I'm going to put food on the table, how I'm going to pay the bills, wondering what bailiff is going to turn up at the door next. And I'm tired. and this isn't how I want to live my life. So I found an amazing quote, funny enough, from Will Smith. Amazing man, yes, the actor. And he said, don't chase people, be yourself, do your own thing, work hard, and the right people, the ones who really belong in your life, will come to you and stay. And it just rang massive in my head. And I thought, you know what, ever since I was a little girl, I thought I had to meet someone and build a life with them, have the 2 children, And that has worked for a lot of my friends, but for me, it hasn't worked. So I am staying away from romantic relationships. I am staying single, and I am going to work on me, making myself happy, bringing the fun back into my life, and so starting to tackle the debt and the job and everything else I have to tackle, and just having fun again, because it's been a long time since, really. So 2020, I really am looking forward to. I'm going to crack on. I have some ideas. I obviously want to push this channel. I also really love learning, and I've got lots of things I still want to do, lots of ideas. So yeah, this year I just really want to put my head down and focus on me, my kids, making my home a home, paying off my debts, and just getting that cash flow going again. And just being happy, because at the moment I don't feel happy, and this is not how I want to live my life. So they're my 6 little lessons that I have learned in 2019. And I would just like to take this opportunity to thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate your support, and I will start to have happy ones again, I promise. I really would also like to say and wish you the most happiest 2020. And I hope that me sharing some of the shitty things that have been happening in my life will make you realise that it does happen to all of us, and sharing our stories with each other can really help find that little bit of inner strength you need to drive yourself, to just push yourself out of your comfort zone and push yourself and get those things that you want in your life. Anyway, thank you again for watching my video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, I put things out on a Tuesday and Thursday, and I promise they're going to be happier. And I will see you very soon in 2020. Bye.